Hi everybody. Today we are going to discuss about the register organization of the pin diagram. So how the register organization is working and what is the pin configuration, what is the input output port and what's the importance of input output port we can discuss one by one. So under the register organization we have the port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3, the latches and the drives are have. Each latches corresponding drives port 0 to 3, that is port that is 0 to 3 allotted for the corresponding on chip, that is IO port. It's a main port, that's port 0 to port 3, that's port. And mainly especially the port 0, the port 0 can be used for the normal bidirectional input output port, that is both input and output. It is a bidirectional. At a time it will able to communicate bidirectional communication, that is the meaning of bidirectional. So it can be used for the address or data interfacing for the address accessing the external memory. It's the main usage of port 0. And also the control is 1. The port is used for the addressing data interfacing. In case the control is 0, that port can be used as the bidirectional IO port. So based on the zeros and ones, it will be varying. It may be 0. It can be used for the bidirectional IO port. It will be 1 means the addressing and data interfacing we mainly used. That is a port 0 operation. As a port 1 operations, mainly that IO port is interfacing port, that is mainly we have the normal input output port and also the operation of the similar to port 1. But port 2 latches the stable between the port 2 pin are used for the external memory access. And port 3 used for the IO port, the same like a port 2. And also the ALU, that is arithmetic logic unit, is a unit for from the arithmetic and the or logical function at instance. That's the main usage. And the serial interface SI is 8051. It's contain circuit, that is universal asynchronous receiver transmitter. We can use as 8051. And also the serial port is full duplex, in the sense simultaneously the both is connecting, that is getting information, the receiving the information will be take places. So that is a full duplex mode. And also it can be transmit and receive these simultaneously. And the port 3 pins are used to provide the serial interfaces, and also port 3 the receiver, that is RTDX, and 3.1 is the transmitter, that is a TXD. So pin number 3.0 is nothing but receiver pin. P 3.1 is nothing but transmitter pin, that is TXD, RXD. The both synchronous and asynchronous transmitter will be supported for this port number 3 mainly. And also the resistor, there is a register control the serial of data communication, and a power mode control, that is a pecan controls to enable the power down, and the sleep mode and all the serial data band rate. And also the band rate is something but they measure the speed of data transmission of the serial communication system. There's something but just it's measuring the speed how the data transfer will the serial communication will occur, the transmitting time. And also the timers, they have the 8051 microcontroller, the time 0 and timer 1 is available. That's 16-bit timers. And both the timers consist of 16-bit register with the lower byte, that the TL having the byte of TH, that's a TL, and TH, that's low and high. And also the well timing is operations depend on the source, clock and processor controls, and the continuous time of 8951 microcontroller contains two special functions. Is that for the timer register, and the other TOS, even that's a timer control register we can use for the timers and counters we can use. Now the PSW, that is a process status word. The PSW consists of status bits and also reflect the current CPU state. And also we have the register blank select 0 and 1 will be there. That's RS1, RS0 is the register blank and having the data transfer rate of each and 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, like it have just register blank is 0 selected, 1 selected, 2 selected, 3 selected. Based on the register it will be selected. This is a pin diagram of 8051 that having the 40 pins. So we have the VCC, ground and etc. The pin input output ports we have. This is a pin configuration of the 8051. There's a pin diagram, that's a VCC pin 40, ground pin, and these are the pins. What are the pins number we have? So input output ports pins PO, PO1, PO2, PO3, and we have the 8 pin ports that all IO ports are bidirectional communication. And mainly the function port are mainly used in the port 0, port 1, port 2, port 3. There's IO. As port 0 mainly that IO address or data buses. Port 1 is an input output port, and port 2 is nothing but input output and address buses, and port 3 is nothing but IO port and a special function like a timer interrupt. These are the main functions of the pin diagram of 8051. Thank you.